Hello there, welcome to another video. This one is going to recap the codes and conventions of the post-apocalyptic genre, which we have said in our case study is often hybridized with the thriller/horror genre, and in our case study we will be looking at I Am Legend for that. Other films in this genre could include Children of Men, 28 Days Later, 2012, The Day After Tomorrow, Mad Max, World War Z, for example. We have already probably identified that there is usually a common end of the world narrative, okay? It has usually already happened, but insight into how it happened is usually provided in some sort of non-linear flashback, or perhaps as an opening sequence in the film that then has a time jump to the present day narrative that the rest of the film takes place in. The cause of said end of world is usually common as well. It will be any number of perhaps zombies, a virus or chemical warfare that might lead to zombies, some sort of alien invasion. I could have perhaps put Cloverfield in that top list of films, which would also have worked, or some sort of climate issue. So 2012, Day After Tomorrow, both dealing with a near future where perhaps climate control has led to an end of the world type scenario that we can no longer live in as we know it. The narratives will usually focus on a lone survivor or a group of lone survivors, but the population of the world that the film is set in has significantly depleted. There's not many people left. It's often apparent in the narratives that society has broken down. Places are desolate and abandoned. The lone survivor, should there be one, is usually your Propian hero. They don't have to be an anti-hero, much like we saw in the action genre. They may be an anti-hero, but we may well find a much more traditional hero in this film. Perhaps 2012 is an example of a hero, a father figure who travels to try and get their family to safety. Similar perhaps in Children of Men, and again The Day After Tomorrow, a group of Propian heroes who are trying to get to safety and are not perhaps considered an anti-hero, although anti-heroes do exist in this genre. Mad Max, for example, and elements, I guess, of the main character in Children of Men also. As I've mentioned, they are set in a broken, destroyed world. The locations and the settings will be run down and destroyed. Costumes will be worn and damaged as well. The characters may well be wearing clothes that they've just found that they may well be they may well have been wearing for a number of years now. The colour palette is grey and bleak and dull and often desaturated at the time it's filmed, but also then in post-production to create this dystopian future. Dystopian being the opposite of utopian, where it's a negative world. Bad things have happened, okay, and it's not good. The situation is not looking good for the remaining survivors. The purpose is still to entertain, but perhaps this time as a result of mystery and mystique or curiosity. This is perhaps referred to as Enigma Code because maybe for a significant first third of the film we might not know why the end of the world occurred, or certainly we don't know how they're going to solve the issue and how they're going to move forward. Perhaps by the end something may well have occurred to change that equilibrium to a new period of equilibrium where perhaps society may well be able to move on and get over whichever issues caused the breakdown in society in the first place. This would attract people who have or enjoy a sense of discovery or a sense of exploration, and this is also an opportunity to talk about the gratification of escapism. People who might want to pretend that in the real world, if this happened to them, they could step up, they could lead, and they could travel across and find the safe haven or solve the issue or revert the issue back so society can continue. So a sense of exploration, a sense of discovery, the gratification of escapism. Risk and evaluation in this instance, already we're looking at some commonality. There are usually only a handful of opportunities for the end of the world explanation. Perhaps sometimes the immersion could be ruined by poor CGI, maybe, or a lack of a believable location. So the audience might not necessarily be able to escape if they think, well, hold on, that doesn't look quite real. I'm ruined. My immersion is ruined because of that special effect. Again, you are looking at a common character archetype. I've already touched upon the fact that perhaps even in 2012, Day After Tomorrow, I Am Legend, you are looking at a dysfunctional family, perhaps a male father figure who may well have divorced or been divorced by his wife, who may well be then a father figure who is perhaps trying to get redemption, maybe, and as a result of that, you do often find repetitive common character tropes in these films as well. Again, we do have, similar to the action and thriller horror genre, very particular editing. There will be a chase scene, perhaps. There will be perhaps a jump scare here or there. So there is a formula still to this type of film as well. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it helped. Please remember to refer to all of the bullet points in my list from the Google site here or this video, but make sure you write it up in full sentences in your assignment. Otherwise you risk not getting the distinction criteria, which asks for you to be comprehensively detailed and for you to evaluate the points that you have made. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video.